All right, welcome to the Haters Ball. It's your boy, Dumb It Down. I'm here with my older brother, the old Baldy, and my younger brother, B-Dog. It's been a minute since we been gone, so we got a lot to talk about today. How y'all living? How y'all doing?
I'm doing great.
Fantastic, man. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, right. Man. I've been waiting to get on here. We got a lot of the hate is built up.
I know it's been built up. I've been waiting for an outlet, man. I've been got a lot of hate. Y'all know I got a lot of hate to give. All right, so we got to start off, man, with the NBA. The playoffs have been great this year. First of all, really unexpected. At the beginning of the year, B-Dog. Last time I think we were on here, you were still talking about Lakers at 5. So we ain't heard from you since then. Well, how you feeling about the playoffs?
Hey, man, what can I expect? I was just hyped. Nah.
Yeah, you bought into the hype. You bought into the hype.
It never works out that way.
You let your kid wear a
team together.
LeBron James jersey, man. That's not okay, bro. It's not okay.
No, that is true, dog. Yeah, we got those pictures saved forever. That's crazy. Putting them on blast like that. What about so how y'all who y'all got for who y'all think gonna win it all now at this point? I mean, Tatum's out. The Cavs how the Cavs game in yet?
Yeah, I think it's over with.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of the favorites are out, right? We still got so who y'all think is gonna win the whole thing?
I'm gonna have to go with the Timberwolves.
Really? You think the Timberwolves will beat the Thunder, or the? I think the Thunder. I don't think Timberwolves could beat the Thunder.
I think it's the Timberwolves here.
Okay, I'd love to see it.
I'm putting it on the record.
They barely beat the Steph's Warriors.
What do you mean they barely could beat the Steph's? They have 3-1.
Yeah, exactly.
The only
they barely beat them. They beat
team that I would like to see. I would hate to see win it.
The lag is crazy.
You gotta get your internet fixed, man. You gotta get your internet fixed. All right, we gonna move on because what's crazy is the lottery. All right, y'all know we from New Orleans, man. The Pelicans had a 12.5% chance to get the first pick of the draft to get Cooper Flag, and we fell all the way down to 7th. And the Mavericks of all people, they just traded away Luka. Okay, and they just so happen to now get a new franchise player. What's up with the NBA? Is it rigged? Is the draft rigged? B-Dog, if your internet works, I want to hear from you.
It's obviously rigged, man. But I like it. I just wish it was in the rules. If you trade a top 10 player, you should be able to get a higher percentage chance to get the number 1 pick. I like that idea. That'd be cool.
No, that's terrible.
No. You say this because you secretly a Mavericks fan. We know you a Mavericks fan. You see. That's all.
I have no association with the Mavericks at all.
You lying, dog. You lying.
I hope bad upon them now. Actually, I hope the worst. I hope Cooper Flag is a bust now. Sorry, Cooper. I hate it had to be you.
All right, Baldy, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't like the Mavs at all.
I mean, look, this one seemed too clean, man. And I was listening to I listened to a lot of NBA radio in the morning, and the dude Scalabrini was talking about like all the stuff that they do to make the pick. Like, they have to go in a room with no cell phones, and they have all these codes and numbers, and they show you the rarity and all this type of stuff, and people stand around and make sure they do it right. And I still believe in the conspiracy. I'm sorry. They can say all that stuff they want, and I get it. Why they would say it, but it just seems it's just always so coincidental. Certain people, certain teams always go to certain places. Mm-hmm. When everybody was talking about NBA sucks, NBA ratings are down. Then all of a sudden you get a big, huge Luka trade, took over. Like nobody cared about, like people was talking about that over the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go on. Oh my goodness, how could they do it? The stupidest man on the planet. This man getting killed. He ain't really got no explanations. He's sitting up there barely putting it together, and then all of a sudden, now they
You
got
talking about
the first
Nico? Wait, hold on. I gotta push
Yeah.
back here. You talking about Nico? Because Nico kind of proves right, dog. Luka, fat lazy self, didn't show up in the playoffs, man. He was gassed every game.
He was kind of proven right, but like I
What?
said, the one that really put it together is him getting that first pick. That first pick is what made it a thing. So now he was before he had to get extra security, man. Like that dude was scared to go around in Dallas. And then all of a sudden now it's not so bad. I bet people out there probably buying that man a beer, man. So
That's true. That's true. That's true.
You gotta
Why?
It changed
He
quick.
didn't do
It changed
anything.
quick.
That's
Nah,
so
Don't
stupid.
matter.
That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean he did it? He did do it. They would have lost.
Watch when Kyrie comes back, the team gonna be fired. The team gonna be fired.
In 2 years?
In January.
He doesn't come back in January.
He'll be back in like January, February. He'll be back.
Kyrie's 35 years old. He's not coming back in January, and he's not going to be as good. That's not true.
He don't have to be as good.
AD is
now they got flag.
We'll see.
I saw something where AD was leaving Dallas anyway.
He gonna play the whole. They're gonna play the whole rest of the season once Kyrie come back. They're getting into the play-in tournament. All of a sudden, look beats.
We'll see. We'll see. It still remains to be seen. Y'all gotta let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments what you think, man. If you think NBA's rigged or not, man. But we're gonna get to the music. We gotta get to the music, man. And one of the greatest of all time rappers, just dropped another album, right? Another album. Amazing. Right, it's gonna be probably nominated for album of the year again, back to back. You want to put show on the screen your boy Andre 3000. The man's a genius. He keeps doing it. How does he keep doing it? Look at that. He put the piano on his back, dog. Come on, man. What's your thoughts?
Did it come out already?
Yeah, it came out, bro. You're not listening to. Oh, bro.
I haven't even seen it mentioned, honestly.
Man,
you're not hip hop enough, man. You're not hip hop enough. This is it right here. Let me pull it.
You're not connected to the culture.
Yeah, you're not. Culture. Yeah, you're not in touch with the culture.
I'm happy to be disconnected from this part of the culture.
Yeah, man. Andre 3000, man. Piano. 7 piano sketches he got. He did a flute album, killed that. Now he's on to the piano. What's next? He might do a saxophone. He might do, or something exotic. I don't know, a accordion or something like that. You know what I mean? You never know with this guy.
I'd listen to that for real.
What y'all thoughts about this, man? Come on, Baldy. What's your thoughts?
I got so much hate for this. So much hate for this. I saw this dude. I said, what the hell is this dude talking about? He got a piano album. Then I see him at the Met Gala fit. Somebody showed me this picture. I was like, what the I mean, the dude always been weird, man. He always been weird. But I was cool with the weirdness when he was rapping. Now he's just playing random instruments. Not well, by the way. And then people gassing it. People gas that flute album like that shit was good. He had an album of the year Grammy nomination off of that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand where. Though I feel like sometimes I don't know where I'm living at, man. I don't know what world I'm in.
How do you know he's not playing the instrument well?
I don't care if he's playing the instrument well. This shit sound trash. And then this whole article right here is about a dude that plays the jazz piano for a living. Said this shit is trash. So he was hating. Look what he said. Dude said, I checked on YouTube. I think it's complete and utter crap. Horrific, god awful, insipidly wretched, nothing. Oh my fucking god, this is some atrocious shite. Is he some type of fucking asshole? So Hey
Yeah.
man, this is funny hate right here, man. This is what this
That's
dude
great
posted on
hate.
That is
Facebook.
funny. Nah, he is for real mad.
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah,
great hate. This is great hate. Keep
yeah.
reading it. Keep
Yeah.
reading it.
Guy
Keep
is not a
going, dog. This is
pianist.
great
That
hate.
is the beginning and end of it. What an ugly piano sound. Let's not even talk about telling a story where harmony sounds like he listens to a bunch of music, gets a couple gestures in his head, sits down in the stream of consciousness and gets at some gesture for a few bars or something that he has not internalized and barely knows on the most superficial level, and then he loses the thread. It's like, dang, man. So yeah, homie, the dude was mad. I don't know what this dude name is. What's the dude name? Let's make sure we
Wait.
give him his credit.
It'd be
Matthew Ship.
on the post, right?
Props to you, Matthew Ship. You might be the hater of the
Oh
week,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Hold down now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Matthew
I want
Ship.
to see. We got to give Andre explanation. To be fair, Andre. Hold on. What did it say? Go back.
Right here. Oh,
To be fair, yeah, he was playing with the intention of releasing them. Okay. Without
Without the intention of
releasing them.
releasing them. He was
Okay.
playing without the intention. But this is the problem. Okay, so this is where my heat comes in. Because to me, this is the fault of the fans. This is this is the problem with what happened with the Flute album. Everyone praised that crap, right? He went out there and he put something out, and then he was on magazines. He gets album of the year. Everything about that Flute album said, "This is great, Andre. Do more of it," right? And so, of course, why not? Why not he doing it? No, man, you need to shake this dude back into hiding. All right, don't come out until you rap. All right, that's it. All right, I'm serious. This is bad. We just rewarded bad behavior. This is why we got to stop doing this crap. We got to stop praising crap that's not good. All right.
Nah, I don't agree with that take.
No
I think
other
people should be able to.
flutist in period has ever gotten a Grammy nominee for the year album of the year.
That's not his fault though. He should be able to put out whatever the hell he want to do. If you want to fart on a record and put it
oh, he
out
can.
Well,
and people buy it, that's okay.
You right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm hating on the fans for praising it. I'm hating on the Grammys for for praising it. I'm hating on all the magazines that put it on the cover. That's what I'm hating. I'm hating on the media and the fans who are acting like he did something revolutionary by picking up a flute. He's not the first person to play a piano. What I'm saying is, instead of praising him for doing something that lots of band students do every day, okay, he has something he does great, rapping, okay, and instead of praising him for that or telling him to rap, we're praising him for stuff that he's not great at, and it's silly.
He's brave though. He's brave. Did you see him rolling on the floor with the flute? See, that's bravery. So I mean, look, man, I just think I agree with what you said, because it's not necessarily him. He admitted, like, yo, I'm an amateur. I'm just doing this because I want to get this off. It feels good to me. But y'all talked about that like that was some fly shit, and people was bumping that.
Yeah. And
I turned that on right away and was like, yeah, I'm not ever playing this again. What am I doing right now? Well, how did I get suckered into this? Right. It was an Andre 3000 I want to click to even play. I should have turned it on in the first place. So I thought at some point he might rap. And I kept listening, like, is he gonna rap? No? Oh, I felt suckered. Like tricked. So, I can't, man. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not even just like, even if he was gonna make an instrumental album, like he's produced before. He produced on his solo album, he produced Outkast albums. So, but if it was even hip hop production, that'd be a different thing. But this is not even that. It's not like he made like instrumental album like Doom or somebody like a producer, rapper, has done. He's just playing a piano badly. Like, it's why is this what you released? Instead of praising this should be hated on. This is why hate is good for the world. Okay.
I don't agree.
This is why we need to hate his vote.
Like I said, just leave him be. It's just leave him be. I'd rather get mad at the fans. Like I said, I don't care what he puts out, man. It don't have to be anything. It's just mad at the people for making this thing. I hate. That's what everything is, though. People just like to champion anything. So it's their fault. It's not his fault. Like I said, keep putting out bullshit. Get one listener. Be happy with that.
Well, yeah, everybody's,
'Cause I'm never
yeah. But
listening
what
to
I'm
this.
saying is, if it's going to work for him, if he's going to get praised for it, if he's going to get accolades for it, why would he stop? That's my point. He made this, like he said, no intention of releasing it, but he probably made the Flute album with the same mindset. But then he, went out, put it out, nothing but praise. So why wouldn't he say, oh well, maybe I should put out this piano too?
Yeah, but you know who else we got to hate on? The flautists. The flautists. Because they didn't hate. They didn't say nothing. They just shut up when he came out with the flute album. Y'all been fluting your whole life. Didn't nobody care. He came out with a flute album. All of a sudden, he getting all kinds of buzz, glazes left and right. You ain't say nothing. You ain't hate at all. Y'all was like, I don't want to look like a hater. You should have came out the woodwork and said, it can't play the flute. Yeah. He can't fly. He not fly like me. You should have been like the mad rapper. My flute is more John Blaze in that. Right. Like, yo, yeah, I've been playing the flute all my life. I'm still living with my mom's, yo. That's my word. Like, yeah. Did nobody care about your flute record? This dude got an album of the year Grammy nom at the Grammys.
Think of how many rappers, like how many dope rappers don't have that, right? Right? How many dope albums don't have that, right? I have a Grammy, even a album of the year. Even though I don't care about the Grammys or whatever, but my point is, just look at how much praise he got and how many accolades he got for.
To be Grammy nominated means a lot for an artist, though. Like,
exactly.
Put that on your
it means
resume,
money in your pocket. Yes. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This is working for him. And why would he rap if he can do this crap and it worked for him? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Why would he make an Outkast album if this crap is going to work for him? You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Yeah, and the piano on his back thing is funny too, man. The dude is just he always looked goofy. He always had crazy outfits, so that's not really that goes with the 3,000 experience.
That's kind of fire though. The piano on your back is fire.
I hate the Met Gala. I hate all the stuff with the Met Gala every year. They always show it. It's just a bunch of rich people posing in like outfits and they're fancy. So I got a lot of hate for that too. I saw Pusha T in his like sparkling cocaine dusted suit and so many other people that was wearing different stuff. I'm just like, I don't care about this shit every year, but it always gets headlines. Rich people dress up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I always feel this way about any fashion thing and any celebrity stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's always silly. But I mean, my thing is, y'all, I think, I don't know. I think this dude is trolling. At this point, he might, like I said, keep dropping albums like this if they're gonna keep getting praised and all this attention for it. So, yeah. Let's move on, though, man. Let's move on. Go ahead.
No, I said trolling works. And he's not the only one that's out here trolling that is working for him.
That's true. That's true, man. But let's get to the main topic for tonight, man. We'll talk about for a little while is this Joey, Badman, Big Strong, Ab-Soul, Red Bull, Freestyle, Doug. Again, we've talked about this multiple times. All right. Joey started off the year with the Rule Is Back, song that he dropped with on that Conductor beat, and it kind of, made us think, okay, this is, another beef about to happen. Everybody got excited. Daylyt responded, Vaughn responded, right? And now we're about to listen to this Red Bull Cypher, and we're gonna play it, here on the stream and react to it, talk about it. I think so. Let's do that. Let's see.
Wait, man, hold on. B-Dog Internet can't handle this, man. You start streaming stuff, we gonna crash the pod.
I mean, he ain't the one streaming, it's me. Yeah, it ain't on his.
Yeah, but he can't do this like picture stuff.
It's Shine Down, man. Red Bull Spiral. I got my nigga Ab-Soul, Joey Badass. Me first, fuck it. Hey, you going nowhere fast, but from your view you can never tell. No wonder, cause you live your life based on a carousel. You bums could probably teach a masterclass on taking L's. Truth is, if you wake up hating life, then you hate yourself.
Damn, that's how you feel, bro?
You see most niggas cracking
them.
All right.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Hating on hate is not okay. All right.
I mean, I didn't think he was hating on hate, but I think okay. So this is what we got to start off. First of all, I see Big Sean, Absol, Joey, right, and on a cipher. And I don't know what y'all expectations were, but I definitely thought Big Sean might be I still think actually he probably had the worst verse, but everybody killed it, which is the crazy thing.
I don't think he had the worst verse.
Oh, you think his verse is better than Soul's?
Yeah, he might have had the best verse. He did what, 4 flows or something like that on there?
He did a bunch of flows, but best verse is crazy. Joey, we gotta get to
a great verse. I thought Big Sean had a great verse, man.
Okay, all right, good. Then we're gonna listen to it. What you say?
Let me tell you what I thought when I see these 3 names. I think this shit about to be lame as hell. That's what I think. All right, let's go.
Okay, and then did you still have that take at the end?
I'm not in. Oh yeah, these niggas is still lame to me. Hate these niggas.
You just don't like rap. You just don't like bars, then, dog. I don't know what to say to you.
I just hate these niggas. These niggas is lame. These niggas is lame. All 3 of these niggas is lame for real. So
that's crazy. It's crazy.
That's all good. Let's go.
I thought so. I was surprised that Big Sean didn't have no corny bars. I think he really killed this verse. Yeah. So let's go.
Pressure, but I'm a natural. The thing about living by the gun is you shouldn't have to. And if you can't reach for peace, I hope you have to. A lot of y'all my seeds, I see Janae should have had you. A lot of y'all confuse tough skin for having tattoos, but that's what 6 cents is for. Like when you add 2. Plus they gonna try to discredit you when you black too. The drop jam.
Yeah, I like that, and I love the way the other rappers are interplaying with the whole thing too. That makes it fun. It's kind of reminds me. I don't know if y'all ever watched like the Coast Contra freestyles, but this kind of has that sort of that same vibe. And then Coast Contra's dope. They do the dope freestyles, as well. But this kind of has that same feeling, even though they're not a group, right? Like the Coast Contra's a group, right? But they're not a group, but they like. It clearly have like a they or at least in the video have a camaraderie and like the this back and forth. I don't know if they did multiple takes for this or what, but it all feels natural and genuine like the whole time, so
supposed to be one take or whatever, right?
It's supposed to be. I mean, I'm just saying it's just like I said, it just feels very natural when they do it. So yeah.
There's one diamond, but my favorite is Angie Stone. My drive back, that bitch.
There's no cut
like
or nothing. So it is all one thing.
Since it was camera phones. Know you great when you uncomfortable in your comfort zone. Grave digger. How niggas even want my name on their tombstone? Yeah, your name. Seems to me you want A, but don't be one of them niggas that read the room wrong.
So what y'all think of Big Sean, doing a little shot at Ye there? Yeah. Ye crazy self. Yeah, I'm glad he took a shot at him.
Yeah, because I mean that dude is off the deep end right now.
Yeah.
But apparently it's like hits, even though they won't play his album on the streamers.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he did his lowest numbers ever with his newest album, but I know
they said they're not allowing it on streaming platforms. They said. Yeah,
because they shouldn't. It's insane. Come on, Doug. I mean, you can't make I'm sorry, you just can't make no Hail Hitler song. I'm sorry, no, that's.
They took his kids. They took his kids.
And what's that got to do with you making that song? Come on, dog.
That's the song. That's what he says on the song. The dude was nuts, but we'll talk about that later. Talk about that other time.
All right.
Spit like believe me, I'm more than hungry. Way more unique. Have power before the money. Or they hope you know that I'm the dopest one. Don't overdose. You wanna hold the notes like holding notes. You gotta go for broke. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I do love. He does do a lot of flows on this. He does do a lot of flows. I love that that flow he just uses. That Hall of Notes, believe me, the spits line. Yeah, all those. He's killing it. He's killing it. But we're gonna compare.
Proceed for proceeds. Been a go since the goatee and proud chains and Caesar hats. I even made the goat cheese. Just imagine all the other shit you don't see. I'm coming and killing, destroying the feeling, I'm flooding the feeling, the boy tripping on me, but I still feel at home like I'm feeling Detroit. B.I.G. minus the east and west B. From the down, you gotta kiss me from right to left cheek, little bitch.
And it's hard to do all those flows in one take like he's doing it. Like he just switching, effortlessly. doing that fast rap without without messing up, without tying his words, still enunciating. Like all that is impressive. Like you know what I mean? To do all those different flows in one verse. That's all dope. All dope.
Yeah. And your wifey said I was gonna watch you, nigga. And I took it easy, man.
So this is funny because they all gotta diss each other, like during points, like all that too. That's what makes it more fun too. I love that, yeah. So I don't know what y'all thoughts on that, like on the how they kind of diss each other throughout the thing.
This was just a really good, really fun watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Told you that in confidence, big bro. Had to do me like that, man. Come on. Hey, man, fuck it. Let me remove the cat. My lady told me somebody told me that my career was in the trash. Something about missing my window or something. I wanted to laugh and shatter the glass he was referring to. Cause he ain't got a clue of what I turn into when I enter the booth. Neither do I, but I do know that kryptonite is not an issue. Plus the cape will be navy blue. You stuck in the lowest lane, it ain't a murderer plane. And I'm rather faster than Burner's Bane.
See, I love that the Superman. Like, I love. Listen, see, this is why I like Absol's verse more. I feel like he does these things where he plays on a topic like for multiple bars. I love that he does that. That's why I think his verse is better than Big Sean's because it's I feel like it's more intricate. Whereas Big Sean has like some dope lines that are just like individual lines, kind of more separate.
I mean that is kind of. I mean they had different styles. So
exactly. That's true.
So it kind of shows in this format, which is good.
Yeah. No, it makes the cipher better when you got different people with different styles. For
and
sure.
they do a good job at their style. So Sean switches flows like 4 times, or what he did. I think he did 3 different flows, three distinct different flows. Mm-hmm. And so that's his thing, though. Like these other 2 don't really switch flows like that, but they got better bars and different types of bars. So yeah, you could go back to it.
Anyway, respect the gang in them.
Okay.
Your paper thin, featherweight.
Yeah.
And your paper thin, like you never bang. You don't pay what you weigh. Fuck is you even saying? Even if you was related to Shaba, you wouldn't make rank. On my mama, your men of honor just made plank. Huh? The rule is back. In fact, I never left. In which case, Joey, you put me in a sticky predicament. I had to show solidarity to my syndicate. So, nah, anybody can get it in such a way that it'll make any position conflicted. But listen, the 47 still on my tricep. Pass the pot, let me scale it. I'm quite the chef. Pro error, the masters that ain't never incorrect.
That's
but it's still TDE till 3000 and forever. Light was heavy and Ray definitely stepped. But this is hip hop, we still on that. It was healthy for the sport, sticking to the rules, keeping it competitive. Just be lucky that Soul ain't stepping in. All of y'all would have had to shoot. Yeah. The boat with the ocean view, you know what I came to do. Hey, Sean, let me get the hat again. And ask Nene who her favorite rapper is.
So, all right, I do want to talk about this for a while. And people in the chat, y'all, I want to know how y'all feel about Ab-Soul because Ab-Soul was in the first video with Daylyt when he went at Joey. He's obviously in this cipher with Joey. His verse, he definitely addressing, the fact that he's kind of like caught in the middle. He shouts out, Pro Era, but also shouts out TDE. So how do y'all feel about him playing the middle like this? And do you agree with his stance that, it's just raps and we keep it as sport and, or do y'all feel like he's kind of playing both sides? What do y'all think?
I mean, I feel like if that's how he feel about it, who gonna know better than him? Really, who actually is on TDE? Like, would take offense. Is actually friends with seems like friends with Daylyt. Obviously maybe he don't know Ray Vaughn well, but I mean he's his coworker. He reps TDE, got it tatted on him. So if it was something that was more than that, obviously he would be in a position to say so. So I can't really criticize. I think it's kind of weird, but I can't necessarily criticize since he's the one that's literally in it and I'm just a fan.
Yeah, I think okay. All right, Bada, what's your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I mean, I like what he said. He said he's still TD over everything. So, I mean, he play in the middle, but he's saying if it came down to it, I'm on TD.
Okay, all right. And so Leroy said it's just rap, you know. And listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that sentiment 100%. But when Joey made let's go back to the beginning of this, when Joey made the first song, The Rule Is Back, he didn't say no names.
People was acting like it was more thing than that. Yeah.
All he said was too much West Coast dick licking, right? And then they made it seem like it was personal or not. They kind of made it seem like he felt the way, right? Like it was. He didn't say their name. He didn't say Daylyt name. He didn't say.
I thought Ray Vaughn bars were clearly like I'm not cool with that, and we got problems basically.
Exactly. So these dudes are all from the same camp. So I mean, when the camp is kind of giving one tone, right? Like we not with that, and then Ab-Soul kind of playing in the middle. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all thought it looked kind of way, or if anybody in the chat thinks it looks a way, but but yeah,
it looks weird to me. But I don't have TDE tatted on my arm. Like I'm not friends with like Dot or anybody else over there. Like, I mean, if that's how he feel, well, like I said, I don't care about the West Coast. So if that's how he feel, then that's how he feel. I think that's fair. He got to deal with the issue. If I don't know if people in his camp or his friends or whatever have any issue with it, but I'm sure they let him know if they did.
Yeah.
I mean, he was sitting with Daylyt in the videos, and I thought Daylyt shit was very weak. So I'm not gonna sit up and act like it was good, but obviously he had a side, but for this, maybe he pieced it up, maybe they squashed it, maybe they had already squashed it, maybe it never was a thing for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just especially because in this, it'd be one thing if Joey doesn't respond or isn't dissing in his verse, but Joey's verse is pretty much like full of disses. So when we hear it, especially after like if Ab-Soul's verse was in a vacuum, that's one thing. It'd be like, okay, like I get your position, you cool with both sides, and like I get it. But when Joey's actively dissing in the song, it's like it kind of feels like you were in Daylight's diss track video, and now you in Joey's diss track video, and it just, to me, it just kind of, I don't know, it just seems.
The other thing is he goes second, and then Joey goes in with all the disses. So it is funny, like if he was last, that'd be one thing, it would be different. But it's no, and then he would respond to those. But instead he's like, oh, it's all good, we're all friends, and then Joey comes up is like, nah, maybe kind of. So
yeah.
It's a little different.
For sure.
Maybe they saw this video and had an issue with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I mean, this just came out today, so I mean, we'll see maybe if there's any more response to it after this. But I just thought that was an interesting topic. But y'all let us know in the chat, man. Let us know in the comments. Y'all think Ab-Soul is wrong for being in both videos, or if it's just rap, like Leroy Green said, it's just rap and nobody should feel some kind of way about it. Let's go ahead and listen to Joey's verse. I think he definitely has the best verse on here, but I'll let y'all decide when we go through it. Let's see.
We can't hear it, man.
Look, BK the caution, the bar none receive the caution. I spit fire with arson. They don't want war with the Martian. They sending their troops at the general, but I'm the one who absolute. They obsolete, can't compete because I'm too elite.
But see, like even that, like it's obvious that they know each other's verse because like Ab-Soul knows to salute, like you know what I mean. So it's not like even though they're doing this all in one take, it's not like Ab-Soul don't know what he's gonna say.
Yeah, they must have done it a few times.
That's what I'm saying, right? And then even that, like like I'm the one to absolute. Like even that is like it's kind of like Joey's like using, like that friendship that he has on both sides, but kind of like to dig at the other dudes, So that's what I mean, like if my two of my friends have a beef, I would want to stay out of it and be impartial. It's not beef. You're right. It ain't beef. It's just raps, and that's kind of what they standing on. It's just rap. And so yeah. So this is supposed to be the usual. Is what is kind of what what Leroy said. This is how it should be all the time. This is how maybe some people think the Drake or any beef should go. Not with personal attacks and attacks against family, but just bars and rapping and keeping it cool.
Normally, when it's at this playful level, quote unquote, it's or it's more friendly. It's like most of the time when you see this in the industry and big rappers, quote unquote, it's like stubs, not normally they're saying their name. So when rappers will have by the time they actually get to like diss tracks and stuff, they have some kind of personal animosity, at least in most of history. When you think of the rap battles that people talk about and think about. So like when Drake and Kendrick, they had a conversation. Dude said we could keep it friendly, or we could get personal if you go cross the line to go different. That's what it was, right? Obviously,
Yeah, but okay, even that, I hate when people bring this up because on that same song where Kendrick is saying that this is a friendly fade, he also is saying I hate the way that you walk away, that you talk the way that you.
Didn't they have a phone call though?
Yeah,
they have some kind of phone call or something like that.
Yes, they had a phone call. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know that was reported. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know, man. I don't know what people said, and that's what I think is like what it is. I didn't think it was friendly when this started. Especially on the what's the dude name? Ray Vaughn side. So that didn't sound like friendly disses in his when he first had the freestyle response. So, but again, if you don't know each other or you don't have no real relationship, you could always call it back and say, hey man, that was just competition, man. I called Soul and he said it was all good. We just competition and no big deal, no beef, and should smooth it out, I guess. So.
Right. No, I agree with you. What you're saying. I mean, yeah, they're definitely. This is what I think. This is the ideal friendly face. So we're gonna get to it, but because even Joey in his verse kind of addresses, he kind of says that he seemed like they were taking it personal. And when Joey responded before, again, when we talk about Joey responded before in that "Pardon Me" song or whatever and stuff like that, he was just like, I'm sorry, not sorry, or whatever is what he said. People, we kind of hated like he wasn't going hard enough back. Like he was, like this not personal. I don't know why y'all took it so seriously, but we were kind of hating like you should go back at them. And so this is kind of what he's doing here. And we'll see. Let's listen to the rest of the verses and see what people think.
Trying to spark a match, but they simply lacking the heat. Flash for me, I don't need no one to blast for me. Charge it to the game, call that shit a catastrophe. Since rulers back, they been trying to measure up. Look, my name ain't Rick, but I talk slick, no pressure, luck. And I ain't taking no words back, I'm with all that. This ain't gotta turn to nothing else, let's keep it all rap. First off, I could never hate the West Coast with 6 niggas coming for Joe. Fuck it, then let's go. Niggas must have forgot what I said on Control. There's still a bunch of sensitive rappers in their pajama clothes, I guess.
See, I love that bar, right? I love this bar, right? And this is a whole thing. People praise Kendrick for Control, right? We talk about it a lot. He said a bunch of people's names. Now, first of all, Joey never said any names, okay? He said too much West Coast dick licking. That's what he said. But he never said any names. And a lot of people got upset that he said that, even though he's quoting a Jay-Z bar, right? But
yeah, but Jay-Z, when he said that, there was beef.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. So, all right. And then Kendrick never responded to the people that responded to Control, right? Never responded. He said, look, these are sensitive people. Why they so upset? It's just competition. That was his position. He never went back at so many people dissed him. So many people had a response to Control, right? He never went back at it, right? And this is my thing. I always feel like it's like a very no. I know he didn't say they're sensitive rappers on Control. He said it after to the response of Control. Okay, so he dropped the Control. He said, "I'm trying to murder everybody." Then everybody responded, and his response to that was like, "Look at all these sensitive rappers. Why are they sensitive? I just said their name." Right? That was how he acted. Right? Okay. And so my point is, is that I feel like there's always kind of a double standard when it comes to Kendrick, right? That's all I'm pointing out here. But I don't know. What y'all thoughts with this? Y'all think this is appropriate? He's pointing out that he didn't do anything very different than Kendrick did on Control. Do y'all think that's a fair thing for him to point out? Baldy?
B-Dog. Are you awake?
B-Dog internet not working, man.
Okay, all right. Yeah, nah. Look, I think this is no, I mean, of course we know it's got double standards for God, so that's not a big deal.
We crashing.
Yeah. B-Dog said we should crash out regardless, okay?
But yeah, I don't like this. I'm sorry, I got distracted by this ugly ass jacket this dude got on. This shit is hideous, man. What was your question again?
No, just all right. Do y'all feel like what he did is similar to what Dot did on Control? I mean, I just don't think
thing. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, he was trying to get some heat up though. It's a little different than the Dot one. He was kind of like gone, so he kind of tried to pop out and get some buzz, and that's why he said that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of clout chasey, and
100%.
nothing wrong with that. But that's what that was
Exactly.
And so when it
it
came
wasn't clout chasing when
he was
Kendrick
like,
said
"Oh, y'all
it?
sensitive."
Hold on.
Well,
but this is why I got pushed back. Why wasn't it clout chasing when Kendrick did it?
Because he on a posse cut and he talking.
Yeah, he was on a posse cut and he just said a bunch of people's names.
But he wasn't.
And everybody
like,
praised him for it, like he did.
I mean, look, though, he wasn't.
What do you mean? Stop.
Not active at that time. Go ahead, B-Dog.
Go ahead.
Joey did this after the beef to catch some heat. That's obvious. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
This was a play. 100%.
Yeah.
And that's why this nigga's a lame.
Mm-hmm.
So because Kendrick already had clout, that's why I blew up in the first place. But my thing is, when Kendrick did it, to me, it was definitely clout. He didn't even let Big Sean put it on his album. Like, it was all clout chasey. It was all very selfishly, weirdly done. Is how he did that. Said a bunch of names, or diss the dude whose song you got on, then won't even let him put it on his album. To me, it was all clout chasing. He reaped the benefits, and then was like, "Screw all of y'all," and then didn't respond to nobody. Like, it was very clout chasing.
Okay.
All right. Well, then we'll agree to disagree.
I don't have an argument. So if I'm not gonna sit up here and fight for him hard, like, okay, I'm not gonna fight you. You got it.
Okay. No, that's fair. Okay, but I mean, again, if we gonna call Joey clout chasing, then the Ray Vaughns of the world who responded also clout chasing. That's kind of what Joey.
Well, I mean, look, that's smart for a Ray Vaughn, especially since he had an album coming. See, I don't know what I thought Joey was gonna have something coming too. I thought he was gonna have something, come around that time. And he kind of waited, and kind of played this up. Maybe after this he'll have something. Maybe he just wanted to jump back into the spotlight when he's been doing acting and stuff like that, right? He on the Power Show. He ain't been active in music.
Go back to acting.
So he ain't really active in music.
We don't need you over here.
But this was to me a clout or an attention grabbing move. Like, he trying to get people to say, "Hey, look, it's me. I'm still around, Joey Badass. I'm gonna do something that's gonna stir y'all up."
Especially, isn't that the point of dropping any? It's the point of dropping any track when he comes back saying, "Look, I'm still here." It's called "The Rule Is Back." Yes, the point of it is to be like, "Look, I'm still that dude." Okay, and
that doesn't make it okay.
Okay, all right. So that's fine. That's fine. We'll continue. We'll continue the verse. I think it's if it's a clout chasing for one person, it's got to be clout chasing for the other person. That's all I think. All right, but we're gonna move on.
This ain't no East versus West. I just think that I'm the best. As a matter of fact, I know these bars could put bad boys on death row. Kind of crazy how shit.
That's one of the best lines. These bars put bad boys on
you
death row.
You didn't even let it finish.
I know. I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, I know these bars could put bad boys on death row. Kind of crazy how Shook and Puff in jail though. Yo, I was at the party, but I never seen a freak on. Instead of battle rap on stage, showing his cheeks off. What type of time these niggas be on? Ain't no daylight saving, no sunshine. It won't be long. It's a thin line. Between the trolls and the weirdos, I'm clowning for attention, but wearing masks like hero. See through your raps, it's clear, bruh. Get your ass capped, trying to fuck with the PRO. I ain't worried about son, this world revolve around mine. You ain't no Copernicus, nigga, you move on my time. Told you I would let you shine, give you space to coexist, cause when I plan it in line, now they like getting eclipsed. Supernova over, no, I gotta keep it lit. Make the conversation shift every time I talk my shit. It's written in the constellations, the script. I'm light years ahead, they just trying to catch the drip. Every time I ask them, hey yo, no fly zone, say, oh, is that right? I ain't gotta book no flight, I'm still gonna pack light. I'm over heads like it.
See, all these light bars are I mean, like, he killing the dude, man. He killing the dude, man. I just feel like, you know, yeah, all of these are gonna be the Eclipse light and the I'm a pack light, you know, with no flight. Like all of these bars are great. I think this is the verse I think people expected him to have, like, you know, months ago. But yeah, I mean, he's washing the dude. You know,
he been writing these bars for 4 months, man.
You think that's it? You think he was just sitting at home writing?
I don't know,
writing?
man. I don't know, man. I assume Joey got bars. I'm just saying, like, we've been waiting for this. We were waiting for this, and this is why this is why I was annoyed when it wasn't there in February or whatever time it was, because these dudes, they had bars for you. Daylyt had what, 2 songs? I think they both was pretty whack, but you should have said something then to me. Mm-hmm. But it's fine. I'm not really mad about it. If this is a cool way to do it, so I don't have too much hate. Like, this is a good time, or a good like, it's an interesting topic, and I like the way it was delivered, so I don't really have too much hate for it.
I agree. I think this is just the best I've heard Joey rapping probably in years now, right? At this point, like, this, I feel like ever. I was waiting on this.
Yeah, ever.
I think a couple songs on I thought one of the songs on 2000 he had really good bars, but I can't name which one it was.
I just think that album was I didn't love that album. So
I liked a couple songs on that, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it wasn't like that.
If this is what it took, if it take Disson to get him back, his pen back to that point, then great. So I would say that's if anything.
Now you got to go find Static, man. Go find Static and let's hear something.
Like, he was on the Louvre song, and he had a dope verse on there. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, but
find a TV camera, nigga. Go back to acting,
bruh. Why you hating? You hearing this verse? So why you still hating about it? Like, I don't understand why you just don't want the man to rap. I don't understand it. He can't. If it's a dope verse that he's dropping, why should he go back to acting?
It's not cold to me.
You don't think this verse is cold?
It's a good verse, man. It's a good verse. Wow, great. Everybody that had a good verse before. That ain't special to me.
Okay, so you say he gotta chain them together. He gotta bring some consistency, is what you say.
Like, he gotta bring me something I like, because I ain't hearing it yet. Yeah.
Okay, Mad Max said this verse is big. We gassed it. Okay. All right. Mad Max agree with B-Dog. Listen. All right. Okay. So then, Mad Max, I mean, you gotta let us know, man. You think Daylyt had a better verse than this in any of his tracks? I don't, because I ain't hear it. You gotta let us know if.
I think that nigga lame too. I think all of this shit is lame.
I mean, I think that's the Daylyt love the bars he had. I thought were just very not good, and the songs weren't good to me either. So it's, you know, comparing it to that is nah.
Yeah. So well, I mean. What we compared it to? We compare it to, I don't know. What
the verses on this compared to the other verses on here.
I think he had the best verse on here.
Okay.
I mean, you think Big Sean was the best?
I think Big Sean did the best.
All right. Okay. So then let's finish the verse and then.
You carry on, they didn't been checked yet, I'm done playing. I popped out like a cassette deck, respect that. They hanging on every bar till I'm hang tight. Get your muscle up before you think of stepping the swing way. I'm up early on the grind, I shine through the late night. I ain't gotta lose no sleep to break daylight. Shouldn't give you niggas time of day, but fucking shine a light on them, I'm a lightweight. Now how can I say this all in a nice way? If you need the attention till top, you gotta pay. Look, I said.
See, so I mean, even this, you know, this verse, he kind of, you know, saying that, you know, they just need to
use every single day and light bar he could come up with in this.
Every possible one.
I don't know how many more day and light bars he got. I think that's all of the Daylyt bars that they have available.
Yeah. All right.
What's a little pup to a canine? It's game time. I ain't green on the defensive. I'm on my dream on. Empty out the clip on your whole click when I aim on. I'm catching collaterals. Hit you all at the same time. How the fuck 1-9? Bring the whole stay home. What you mean, bro? What you mean? I told you about that, bro. Yo, niggas told you, bro. You gotta respect the game. Bro, niggas taking shots at me, bro. Taking shots at me. You shot first, bro. I mean, I was just shooting in the air, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get y'all attention, man. Hey, shooters gonna shoot. Okay. Y'all niggas is up right now, man. Hey, big 4-7. It's love. That. You feel me? It's love.
All right. So, any other thoughts before we move on in, man?
I like that bar. Man, nah. You what you call y'all Gen Z motherfuckers? Y'all can't be hating, man.
Come
Y'all
on,
gotta shut
Mad
up.
Max. Talk to this nigga. Talk to this nigga, Mad Max.
Nobody even knows what a
Dexter's Fly.
cassette is, man. Come on, what are you talking about?
Exactly. That's Mad Max's point.
Nah, man,
Exactly.
I used to love my tapes.
That's crazy. You still remember
That's
recording
a fact.
tapes. That's crazy.
Yeah, I used to record tapes off the radio and stuff, man, and copy them. I had 2 tape things in my stereo or whatever. I used to love that era. That was fun times.
90s
Wait till at nighttime when they would play the songs I really love, and they had to record them at night, catch them only at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Those were fun.
Yeah, nobody else remembers that. Nobody in the world remembers that, man.
That's what I'm saying. That shows when you actually had to love this shit. Now people be getting on the computer and be like, "Oh man, my dad told me to check out this dude. I think his name is Biggie Smalls. So I'm gonna check this song out. Look, we're gonna listen to Notorious Big. I'm gonna react." Assholes on the internet, and y'all want to rep for them people? Fuck out of here.
All right, let's get since let's move on from here. Let's talk about. I want to talk about TDE some more as well. And Ray Vaughn, we talked about it. He was going at Joey. He also dropped his album, right? He kind of used that, that momentum. That was my first time hearing him personally. Myself, my first time hearing him was when he dissed Joey. I thought his disses were good.
That somebody was in the chat that episode. They were like, "Y'all ain't know Ray Vaughn?" And I was like,
"Right,
no, I didn't. I mean, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to?"
Right. Yeah. So we look at Ray Vaughn. So he dropped his mixtape again. His debut mixtape. That's what this is. Not an album. Okay. It's the mixtape. Okay. All right. TDE doing their thing again. It's TDE going TDE. So what let's talk about this album and let's talk about Ray Vaughn in general. He also did a freestyle with Just Incredible freestyle. And I know what y'all thoughts are on this Ray Vaughn album. So let me pull it up.
I saw the Ray Vaughn album when we was gone. Good, bad, dollar menu. When he had the Joey diss that first one, I was like, oh, this guy's nice. This guy might be like another good TDE artist. Like I like a bunch of the artists that they have. I mean, well, they don't have Reason no more, but I like Reason. I like what's your boy who had the Suns tirade, Isaiah Rashad. They have a bunch of artists on there. Obviously, I like the big name ones, the black hippie people. So I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be good. This album is basura. You keep this shit. Shit is trash.
All right, okay. Tell us why. What you didn't think any of it's good? What did you hate about it?
I didn't like really not one of the songs. I thought the flows, I ain't like none of this shit. I just didn't like the shit. I don't know what else how else I could describe that. I didn't like it.
All right. I agree with look, Mad Max is hip to it, but I don't think a lot of people are. TDE running the same script, people never gonna get hip to it. I don't think a lot of people are hip to it, Mad Max. I think people like this. I think they have started their own trend that people are buying into. People like what they're selling, and they'll just keep recreating it. He does a lot of stuff that I hate on this album. All right, it's not an album. I'm sorry, it's a mixtape. It's a mixtape. It's a mixtape. Okay, let's make it clear. It's the debut mixtape. All right. All right. So that's the number one TDE rule, right? Your unknown artist can't drop an album. They drop their mixtape first. Then we promote the crap out of it. It goes big. It's going to win a Grammy or something like that, get an award. Then you get all the ads, and then you drop your new album, and it'll do numbers, right? So that's the they go-to move. And to me, it's old now, right? Like I had a lot of grace for with Doechii, even though people call it, a lot of hate for
the
Doechii,
other thing is normally the music has quality, dog. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I like 2 songs on here: the one with Isaiah Rashad and the one with J Rock.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting because we like different songs. I like the one with La Russell the most, but that's because it sounds like more like
I don't like La Russell, and I've already
and you
said
don't like
that
La Russell.
multiple times.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, that song
like
sounds like a La Russell. Go ahead. You know what you said?
I like La Russell.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. I like the way he raps. Good guy.
I agree. So what you thought was what you like from this album, or did you hear it or no?
Listen to this bullshit ass album. Hey, one thing about me, fuck TDE. All right, I'm not doing this shit, man. They're not about to get me on every artist and this. I'm good. Actually, I'd rather wait. I'll wait. I'm gonna be late. Let me be late. I hate these niggas.
No,
I mean,
by
look,
the time
this the right way
you
to
hear
build
late,
your record label, though. Like the way that they do it is a great, it obviously has lots of success. I'm not gonna hate on them as a record label, building an artist that way. Yes, we see it now because it took like 5 or 6 times for us to be like, okay, you can't run this play no more. But the play works a bunch of times.
Well, that's why. Yeah, exactly. It worked a bunch of times, but see, that's when you run the same play. It's to me, it's not authentic. It means this wasn't a play that you ran because it was unique to that artist or something like that. This is the playbook that you're pulling out of, and so it just seems fake.
But they're in the middle of running that play successfully right now with Doechii.
With Doechii, exactly, with Doechii. But people are even with Doechii, people are catching up on, and there's a lot of hate towards Doechii. Right? There's a lot of love.
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of love, but there's also a lot of people calling her a play. There's a lot of both.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I think that's just us. I don't know if that's everybody.
No, that's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. It ain't just us. It ain't just us. Now a lot of the media loves her, right? So a lot of the certain type of media that I could hate on for days is hyping her, right? Just like they hype Kendrick.
Button
right?
is pressed.
Yeah. So, let's
I mean, you do want your label to build the people up, like instead of how they do, like what Def Jam doing, like they just paying somebody with a lot of streams, like what's his face, Mello, what's his name, Jello. Yeah, one hit, so they give him a bunch of money. They gave the dude like $10 million. Is he gonna have a bunch more of those? Probably not. You know what I mean? But they'll just gas that one song.
That corner. Whoa.
So that's why they take this stuff.
Basketball player. I mean, he don't need more than one hit. I mean, like he ain't looking. That's not.
He's not a ball player. He ain't make the league. His brothers did.
Oh well. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. So
I mean, I think he might have been in there for a second, but he ain't stay in. Like he ain't make it. He could go to the G League, I guess. But yeah, it's just not the same way. That's what most labels do. I think is they catch somebody that's got some kind of online buzz, and then they try to build it up more, right? Or they got somebody that already come with a hit, maybe like an Ice Spice or something that made something organic, and then they gas it a different way and get your followers up, and it's a different type of hustle. Where TDE does seem to try to, I seen Doechii's name on stuff for a minute. I know she was, around doing small stuff, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. That's how you want the label to kind of play it. That's how they used to do it when I was younger.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you do want, like, they're doing their job as a label. They're doing their job. Right? So I'm not mad at their artists being promoted. But it is something I'm talking about. Again, the media, right? Media is supposed to just to give genuine like reviews of the stuff. But if they are biased towards.
They're in the tank, man. They're in the tank. If they see TDE, they're probably in the tank. They're probably getting hyped already.
Exactly.
And anybody's gonna be the next Kendrick, basically, to them.
And that's my problem. So this is where I go. Like, they follow the Kendrick playbook. I mean, like this dude, this album, man. Listen, if you're a Kendrick fan, you might love this album. If you're a TDE fan, you might love this album. But he does a lot of the same. Like, you know, we talk about Doechii doing a lot of the Nicki Minaj. Like, she's kind of like a mix between Nicki Minaj and Kendrick or whatever. But at least she still seems unique and like new in a sense. But this dude, he feels like a lot of the stuff he's trying to copy Kendrick. A lot of the inflections with his voice he does, a lot of this even the topic, the subject matter being all like, it's like trauma porn, right? Like so many, like it's 11 tracks, about 9 of the tracks are all about trauma, right? You know, it's not fun, it's not like, you know, he's showing his skills on the mic, like at least Doechii has.
It seemed kind of different than what I thought he was. I feel like, but I mean, obviously, I don't know this artist very well, so I can't speak to his other stuff. But this is not the impression I got from the stuff that I heard from him before I listened to this.
Exactly, right? Because when we heard his diss tracks, you know, I heard him, you know, rapping bars, and I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna have bars on this album. I thought he'd have some songs where
I didn't get like no bars. Yeah, I didn't get like no bars on this album.
Exactly, it's all just look at how traumatic my life is, right? And
yeah, but I liked a couple of them. Like I said, I like these two, 6 and 7.
Well, I like a couple. I like the triple X large T, and I like the Look at God. Like I said, I thought some of them were good. I thought which was Moral Compass. I thought had a catchy hook. So I didn't hate all of the music. I thought some of it was pretty good, but my thing is, it's like song after song. That's all this, therapy raps that are popular now, right?
Yeah, we can get off this, man. It's a lot of therapy raps. This shit was whack. Like I said, I didn't like the album, man. I didn't really think the album was even like that. Like, it was cool. It was cool. I like 2 songs from artists I like more. So basically, you put the artists I like more on the song with them. I'm gonna probably like it more. I like J Rock. I like Isaiah Rashad. So I like those 2 songs they was on more than basically anything else on here. A lot of chicks singing, not feeling it. Not feeling it. Keep that chick rap sing. I mean, keep them chicks singing. I don't like that shit most of the time. Like 85% of the time, I don't like chicks singing with dudes rapping.
So let's look, because a lot of people in the chat say something. The usual trauma rap is based on shooting dudes. So much to the point you gotta self-medicate. All right, but I mean,
I enjoy self-medicating,
and I disagree with with that. I think there's a specific way that the songs are made. We can say this about I said this about the Killer Mike album. I said this about the last Rhapsody album.
Critic bait. Critic bait. That's what you call that. It's called critic bait, dog. It's like when you watch a certain types of movies, they ain't got no explosions in it. Why? Because it's got old white people talking, and that's what you're supposed to. But the critics be like, "Oh my gosh, the acting," but ain't no explosions. This shit boring. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't mean. Listen, I don't mind. It don't gotta all be dance music or something like that either. It's just Grammy bait, exactly. But it just feels ingenuine. It's kind of how it comes off.
Maybe
to
it
me.
is genuine, but it don't mean it's good music.
It don't feel genuine to me. It don't feel genuine because you got 11 songs on your album, and you want to talk about one thing like fun, one thing like, is this your whole life? It's just trauma, or you want to do like, I don't know. It's just odd, no bars. You didn't want to have one song where I show, hey, I got bars. You didn't want to do anything else other than talk about your trauma. That seems a little weird. Every rap album will have like a sad song, a personal song, right? 2 or 3 maybe, and that's cool. I think it's good. I think it's great for your album to have something personal about you. I want to learn about you personally. But when it's song after song after song after song, it starts to feel like watered down. Like, it's okay. How many times you got to tell me that? You know,
Look, man, I don't want to. I don't want to necessarily hate on the subject matter because I don't think that's the reason why the song's not entertaining to me.
okay.
So they could be about the stuff like I look, man. I be singing songs that's like the saddest shit that I love. I listen to it over and over. If Ghostface had 10, all that I got is Used on the album. I love them songs. I listen to them type of songs over and over. But everybody can't do that to me in an entertaining way. I don't think some of these songs are entertaining. That's just me personally. Maybe that's because I don't connect with the artist on that level. Maybe it's because I didn't really, feel the way that they were done. But the subject matter ain't really the reason why I wasn't feeling it. I thought it was just more about the execution. I always have trouble naming or talking about subject matter on songs because I like songs of all types of subject matter. You can get real ignorant and I'll love it and I can listen to it if it's done well. You can get real high-minded and I can love it and listen to it if it's done well. I mean, I listen to anybody, all kinds of different rap. So I have a trouble with that being the criticism.
It's not the subject. I want to make it clear. It's not just the subject matter, right? It's not like if this is your life, cool, you rap about your life. But to me, in this post Mr. Morale world, right? It's the way it's done. Again, like I said, it's okay. You're gonna have you have a singer on it. It's packaged very neatly. It's not like okay, if this what you want, if this what you're inspired to rap about, cool. But it just seems like it's made like perfect for like consumption trauma. Like it's even in his he did his the freestyle with just incredible or whatever. And he said, "I'm selling white trauma." Like he said this on the verse. I would pull it up, but like he says it on the verse, like I'm selling white trauma. I was like, that's like I think that's a bad thing, but like I don't know. I guess that's something to brag about. But it's just it feels like I said, it feels like you're commodifying trauma and not making it like it's not actually something inspired or something.
It's all about how you do it, man.
Fake.
Yes,
Just feels fake.
It's all about. It did feel kind of fake to me, but again, that's what I said. I don't know the dude, so I haven't been a fan. I don't know if his fans, because I saw he had a couple other tapes, albums, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if his fans feel the same way. I don't know how many, how that works for him and his people that have been riding with him. So I don't know if they see something different in this that they think is positive or has always been there. Like, some of my favorite stuff is still sad and very traumatic music. So I don't know, how to judge that aspect of it here. I just I was just not entertained by the songs. I did not like aspects in the songs like these singers and different things like that. So that's really my issue mostly with it, not necessarily the trauma. Like my favorite album, or one of my favorite albums of all time, is just Nothing But Trauma. Well, I guess that and Killing People is Dark and Hell is Hot, but I mean the dude is a whole different type of thing. Like it's
exactly. But DMX wasn't following no formula. He feels very much himself on every track.
He does feel like yes, that is true because he sings on sometimes, got women singing on some of them, and it still don't seem like other people's stuff. Exactly. I mean, it's hard these days. There's so much rap, and it's hard. You want to get in a bag, a certain type of bag. It's kind of hard to do it without necessarily coming off as somebody else has. So maybe that's
my point. He feels like he's trying to come off like Kendrick has. That's my thing with the TDE. It's not like
maybe he's not trying to. Maybe it's difficult when you got the same people around. I don't know. I'm not an artist, so I can't speak to that. I'm not trying to say he's blatantly trying to copy. I don't think that's what's going on here.
I think you're being very generous when
maybe his album heads are, maybe his producers, maybe his co-workers. I mean, the people that's his bosses. I don't know how that works in the artist world. They're not really his boss, I guess, but the label heads who told Reason he was trash. Maybe those people are the ones who telling him that he needs to do it a certain way.
Right. Exactly. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's a TDE thing. Because like I said, they follow this formula with Doechii. They follow this with Reason didn't follow that formula, and they would say his music's trash. So
that in the style of rap. I mean, Meek Mill's style is trash too, but we'll do that another time.
And then even this, Leroy said, he doesn't mind the trauma rap, but most people's trauma is not because of street stuff. This is all, again, in every skit, it's also still because of the street stuff. So he's He makes it very clear it's street stuff. I'm about to rob this burger place, and it's because of my trauma. Like, that's the theme of the album. Like, it's because of this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to my mama, and this happened to, it's I don't know. Like I said, I don't. It came off wrong to me. It comes off wrong to me. Like, let me find his let me find the line where he says I'm selling wife's trauma again, because I just thought it was interesting, and I think it sums up basically how I feel about his album as well. So let me see if I can get to that spot. Let's see where it is.
People with passion, music with talent.
You ready
On
to
his
go
last
crazy?
verse, so.
Too easy, I know. Ray Vaughn, just incredible. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I feel like my feelings is absent. I feel like the industry laughing. I feel like the industry lacking. People with passion, music with talent. Everybody got a stick like they Daniel Radcliffe. I feel like everybody clay like Cassius. I feel like we all got masters because we don't know masters.
Like
Niggas
that.
ain't masters. I brought wipes just to get on my rap shit. Revenge is sweet. I seen niggas get they toupee hammer. Squeezing Glock 40 like the end of Kool-Aid jammers. The gun so big, look like we brought an expansion. Expectation too big to fit in your standards. I used to get clothes when the cars go down. Before I started stealing clothes out the lost and found. Raving about pain like Orlando Brown. Fort COVID, seen a lot of coffins round. Real nigga shit. I feel white folks trauma. Real nigga shit.
See, right there. Real N-word stuff. I sell white folks trauma. Like, I just feel like it's like, I don't know, like that in and of itself is just, that's the thesis of how I feel about his album, and that is how I feel about he did 3 beats.
That's enough of this, man.
Freestyle. Three beats on this freestyle, and it's all trauma raps, right? Not
That's
one
good,
is like,
man. That's
I'm
good,
the
man.
best, I'm the, like, none of this bragging is all trauma raps, and it's just, like I said, I just can't, I can't buy it, I can't connect to it, I can't buy into it. It doesn't feel like you're a real person. I don't know. It's just
take us to the next topic.
all right, we move on. Then,
Where we going to
No,
next?
I'm good. I don't care about this dude that much, man. This
I
shit was
ain't-
just alright.
At all.
His album
Fuck
is just
her, man.
alright. TDE
Yeah.
is just alright. They doing big. Well, are they really doing big numbers? Is it count for TDE?
I don't think, again, that's the point. That's of the play, is that this is the mixtape. The numbers don't matter.
No, what I'm
Doechie's
talking
first
about.
week numbers-
I'm not talking about him no more. I don't care about him no more.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Oh,
your
okay.
boy, your favorite artist, your boy, little dude, Dot. Your boy Dot.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar. Oh, okay, you talking about
the
tour
tour.
and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's where we're going. All right,
This boy dominating. Is that
yeah.
still TDE or is that PG Lane? Does TDE still get credit?
I don't know, man. They still very interconnected. I think they kind of still. I don't know. They very interconnected. They're not.
So don't you feel bad now? You was hating, and now this dude has the #1 rap concert of all time.
I don't care. I've never cared about numbers. I never care. My favorite rappers are not breaking any records.
Don't you feel bad? You was hating, and now he got the #1 song with the R&B singer of all time.
No,
Luther.
because this all proves what I've been saying. This dude is a pop rapper, not hip hop. He's pop. Okay, all right. Pop artists sell out stadiums. That's cool. I don't care. I don't care what Beyonce, how many concerts Beyonce sells out either. You a pop
They said
artist.
she's
I
not
don't
selling
care.
numbers like she used to, man. They said Beyonce kind of falling off. People not going by
Because
that
she
cowboy.
got Kendrick. Kendrick, the #1 pop
Why
artist.
Beyonce
right now.
be looking whiter now?
Oh, is that true? I don't know.
Huh?
I
I don't know. I feel like she be looking lighter skinned, dog. I feel like sometimes she be
Alright.
looking lighter skinned.
All right.
I haven't noticed. I think she still look good. She look great. When I
I
see
mean,
her.
look, she's Beyonce now. I ain't never said she ain't look good.
Go ahead,
But
B-Dog.
sometimes I see her when she in a cowboy stuff, she just look a little lighter to me. That's all. I'll be like, oh, that's weird.
Oh man, if y'all want to get canceled, somebody said Kanye was right about her kids.
Oh no, come on.
I'm
dude.
not
We're not
responding
going.
to
We're not
that.
going.
I'm not
there. We're not
responding to
going
nothing
there.
about
We're not
nobody
doing
kids,
that.
man. Nothing about
We're not
nobody
doing that.
kids, man.
We're not doing it.
Not at all.
That's a low blow. That's a Kendrick level blow right there. Talking about people kids like that. Come on, man. We gonna move fast there. All right.
We trying to turn it up in here.
Yeah, man. So, do y'all care about them breaking up records? I mean, yes, the Luther song. I know a lot of people.
No,
that was
not
a lot
at
of
all.
his favorite.
I hate that fucking song.
I hated that song
Oh, yeah.
since day one, so I'm not. That's not really new for me. that was, I don't like those type of songs. I said that earlier to the Ray Vaughn album. You losing me, basically whenever you do that. So I'm out. But I was surprised. I was surprised by the numbers. They said the contract.
That's a crazy comment.
Oh, come on. No.
Cool, agree with you, dog.
No,
Cool, agree with you,
man. No, man.
See?
I ain't say she looked that
Yeah.
like, damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Nah, man. Come on, man. Man. See, that's why we attract fans to get you in trouble, man. Yeah, nah, I'm glad. I mean, it's good, I guess. I don't really know how to describe when I hear these type of things. I mean, the same thing with Drake's past tours.
Is this
and other
positive
tours
for hip hop?
big.
Well, okay, yeah. So because every channel
for hip hop,
yeah, because every channel, all the media, all the Culture United media, I'm like all these dudes that are I'm really grown angry with because I feel like they are not unbiased, and they used to be some of my favorite YouTubers, but now they just seem like, I don't know, like just glazers for Kendrick. But all of them, they make every time there's a record broke, they're making videos and stuff like that, and they're talking about how big this is.
Yeah, man, it's a glazing machine, man. It's like the Krispy Kreme thing, man. It's just like it comes through and it gets glazed no matter what. Like it's a problem, man. It's bad, man. I don't really understand why. Like, I don't know.
Money, man.
It's not really my bag. That's true. I don't know if that's what you got to do to feed the algorithm. Obviously that's why we ain't got no subs. So
right, if we switched it up, we could be the biggest, dog. We just started,
like this is, come on, man. So yeah, I mean, you're right about that. But I think it's big. I like to see it. I like to see artists that I respect, be more financially successful than ones I don't. I guess that's the fair way for me to put it.
No, that's fair. I mean, I like SZA. I don't have any issues with, with SZA.
Oh, I like SZA too, man. I like SZA a lot. Yeah, she's a great artist. She got so much talent.
SZA a lot.
You used
to? She got a nose job. She looks worse now than when she started. I hate when they do too much cosmetic surgery and they look worse than when they started. That's real.
I don't know, man. I
do think those jobs are about the worst
with
thing.
Her face, but buddy, I don't know if you've seen her doctor has done some good work, buddy. I think you're doing wrong to be talking bad about her. You're hating on strong Black women. I support her fully, 100%.
I liked her when she
a lot of talent.
When she still had a little bit of natural left.
She got more talent now. She got more talent now. Her talent has grown.
I do think the nose job is like the craziest thing that I see a lot of, like it's always, to me, looks worse. Always looks worse. I never think that's like
looks better.
Yeah, I never be thinking that girls know. I don't be looking at a lot of girls and be like, "Oh, your nose though." Like, you get that fixed. Like that's not.
And that's what I was saying about her talent. But this is completely accurate right here, man. It's every week. It's every week. Every week, every episode. You got it, but you have to. I think if you want clicks, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. So then that brings us to our next topic, man. Because we've been gone for a few weeks, so I know this is kind of old news for some people here. But Maul and DJ Head did their 1 year after the beef. They did a debate, right? And we all know Maul's been very pro Drake throughout the thing. He's not an unbiased voice at all. And then DJ Head has been very pro Kendrick. So then they had their debate. But I just thought this whole thing was funny, man. Afterwards, all these same media, Culture United media, they all talking about how crazy Maul is and and everything like that. Because Maul said Family Matters was the best track out of the whole thing. So I wanted to know what y'all thoughts on first the debate. If y'all have any thoughts on the Maul versus DJ Head debate, and then we'll talk about the rest after.
I watched it. It was kind of painful to me. Like I thought it was kind of boring. Like just kind of. I know we thought we was gonna get on last week. I thought we was gonna talk about it. So I did turn it on. I wouldn't call it really a good debate, man. But the discussion was like, I I realize why I don't really watch that podcast consistently. They got to have a certain topic. Like that was not something I wanted to watch. As far as the points that they made, I think Maul kind of is. I mean, they're just both of them are completely biased, and so there is no middle meeting for that. Like they kind of just stayed in their corner.
Well, to me, my thing is that DJ Head didn't have no opinions. And it's crazy because to me, I don't know if other people feel this way, but during the beef, these dudes were like, everything Kendrick said is true, it's factual, and and he's right, for saying this and all this stuff. And then after the lawsuit or whatever, that
very lukewarm.
Is very
non-committal. Yeah.
It's possible he has a child. Maul asked him straight up, like straight up questions. Yeah. Do you think he has a daughter? Drake has a daughter. Yeah, he's like, it's possible. It's possible. Do you think Drake's a PDF? Under the legal code, by definition,
that's the face he made too.
It's like. It's like, dog, can you answer a straight question? Like, he act like he understand. He act like he understand, like it's real.
Well, I mean, look, maybe he worried about getting sued too. I mean, shoot, Drake suing everybody. Drake got lawsuits for all. You know what I'm saying?
So, Drake got them all scared of a lawsuit. I don't know, man.
Yes, I don't know how. I mean, look, I don't know. Like I said, that's why I just thought this shit was, just whack. I wouldn't have watched that if I didn't think we were gonna talk about it.
I didn't watch it. I'm tired of this beef shit, man. I don't care what these niggas got to say. I didn't expect either one of them to change their opinion. That's never happened.
It wasn't that.
That's not the point of a debate, though. For people to change their opinion, it's to
but they didn't have convincing arguments. I think this thing is crazy to me. Is that your boy Maul? Like I don't agree with his opinion. I think he is obviously way too far biased for Drake.
Right,
but he's saying stuff that makes sense, and they be acting like he's crazy. Like people, the internet and stuff, be acting like he's just like on
exactly
a whole other planet.
Exactly.
Like to me, I don't disagree with when you talk about Family Matters. Family Matters is like the last fight before you fight the boss in a movie, when the kung fu movie, when you just like knocked out like 4 dudes back to back, like bop bop bop, like the whole gang come at, like in the raid, like when in the raid 2, where the dudes killed like 85 people in the road, then he gets to the boss and the fight slows down. But before that, it's you thought you was a mini boss. Nah, you not a mini boss. You're not a mini boss. So that was well done, and that was the most impressive part, probably to me. As far as like lyrically in the whole thing. So, I don't think it's crazy to say that that's a good to have a to give praise for those verses. There was other stuff in the thing that I thought was lame. And I feel like people keep it super high. Like, I don't think what was the song where it's basically is it Meet the Grams? Meet the Grams is basically Story of Adidon Part 2.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, but worse because there's no proof of the child you revealed. Like,
right. So it's not, I thought that was like, but people give that credit like that's like super hard. I never thought that was, it didn't have the same impact to me because I remember Adidon was a thing. But the fact that it was all legit, was different. I thought maybe something would come out, especially at the time when we heard all of this. I thought there was more shit about to come out. I thought some of this stuff was going to be really exposed because they were saying so much about each other. I was like, damn, is this shit true? Like, no way, it's like that's not his kid, and then this and this. I'm like, no way. And then it was all fake. Basically, it was all lies. That, or they closed it up real fast. I mean, when Push came out with that shit, he had the cover that was real. I thought it was Photoshop at first. They were like, no, he really did it. Dude came out and apologized. When he was like, oh, your mama, I was like, oh shit, it's all real. Like, damn.
Yeah.
So that's different.
And this is the thing, because people say when you act like, okay, Family Matters is a good track, like, okay, you're a Drake fan, but that's not the case. Like, I think of any Story of Adidon is the best better diss than any of these other things. The way Push demolished Drake was better than any song Kendrick made, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
His diss was an actual diss. The things he said were actually true, right? Which is huge. Like when you're diss turns out to not be real, not be true, that's a negative to the diss. Like, I'm sorry, like that. If like I just in any diss, if everything that you said turns out to be fake, then your diss has gone down several notches. All right, like it's just gone down on the totem pole. Like I think that's basic stuff. Like, and that's for both Family Matters and all the Kendrick songs. Any song where you said lies, like you've hurt your own credibility. Like I don't.
Yeah, I think this might even be fair. The bars on the Family Matters bars might be better than Adidon. Adidon had that great delivery though with the
delivery.
with the
Exactly.
delivery.
This nigga, he was in a different pocket. Right? This.
Deadbeat mother playing Border Patrol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and the picture, dog, that picture, like everyone talking about Drake got demolished. That picture should have demolished Drake's career. I don't know how he's still like that blackface picture is so like destructive to so like I just can't believe that people still
the way Push says stuff is always is one of his biggest things, and then to have Push beat you at internet games was like it's like crazy. Like, wait, Push got all this on you? He shut down your whole Adidas deal, and you are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. Like, I was like, damn. And then it was like, wait, this true? Are you really hiding a child? Like, damn.
Exactly.
Like, dude had to admit that, like, he had a whole kid. It was like, this dude, that was nasty. So, you know, that's a different level. So I do think that this is you know, at the time, this was really hype. I really loved the way this happened. This was a really great fun time where you had this stuff coming back to back. Like, that's one thing but this battle will never be recreated, or you know, it could be recreated in the future, but it was different than any other in history, where you had, you know, Kendrick played it so well strategically. Like, he dropped the song, Dot would have a song. It'd be like 24 hours. We was like, yo, we about to get back on. We got to talk about this new one. It's like another one. Like, damn. You know, or the videos of Academics when Family Matters came out, and he was like, it's over. And Drake was like, you're dead. And then it was like 5 minutes later, Kendrick dropped.
Right.
Like, damn. Like, that's different than any other type of battle, and that had a lot of impact for this time.
And I understand that. It was perfectly done
Super
how
fun.
he dropped it.
Fun.
It was very fun night. I mean, but the thing is, to me, the point of a year later retrospective, like all these people that are doing 1 year later comparisons and stuff like that, the point of it is that you're out of the moment. Like, in the moment, I get it. That was super hype. It dropped 30 minutes later. We look at, we like, whoa, did it, you can't like control those feelings that you feel in that moment. But a year later, that's the point of looking back, and saying, was this song good, or did it just get stepped on, or and is that why it wasn't effective, or did it, or was it not good? Right. That's the point.
I think all of those aspects is why Dot won. I think he had better strategy when you look at it, because the thing about it is, I talked to somebody, I don't understand it, but I talked to somebody who was like, yeah, I listen to Meet the Grams like all the time. Like, dude plays it like constantly. Like, it was like in his Spotify list for like the year of like songs he played the most. And I was like, you played this a lot? I played that like 2 times. Like, like I was like, what? But he really was feeling it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we not the same. Like, I don't really relate. Right.
And that's the thing. I feel like people, this is sort of because this is my issue with Kendrick. So much of his songs, but I don't understand why people will listen. But I think a lot of people like the theater of his raps more than like, they're not listening to like nod their head or dance to or something like that. They listen to it for like, I don't know, the drama of it, like, like the way you watch a TV show or something like that.
He has his own delivery things that he did well too. But go ahead, B-Dub.
No, but his delivery is not.
I agree with
it's not as good as Push though.
Sorry. Or what is? How does it say? Yeah. Dear Aubrey, or dear Adonis, or whatever. Yeah. Like.
Well, not that one, but I think obviously the stuff like the A minor obviously was a hugely successful delivery.
We talking about Not Like Us.
I'm just trying to think of in general in the whole battle. I mean, we take the whole battle. What is the stuff that people hold on to? What is the parts that you remember? You know what I mean? Like, what is the best stuff? it was the timing of it for that, and then the finishing blow was the best blow. You know what I mean? He hit him with a Shinku Hadouken. You know what I mean? Like right at the last part. That's why it was, because out of all the songs, Not Like Us is the best one as far as a song that you want to play. And so it gets the replay value, and you have the part that's funny with the A minor, and he has the delivery on that, and the beat is the right at that moment. Like that's so well done at that, especially at that one moment, that I think is very impactful. I think that's a huge impact for people.
Exactly. No, I completely agree. Not Like Us is the best. Was the winner. It's the reason why Kendrick won the battle. Everybody was playing it. I agree. But my point is that when you have media personalities going on line and talking about how Kendrick won before that ever happened, Meet the Grams won it for him, or Euphoria won it for him, or whatever, these other false narratives, for songs that maybe the Kendrick, Glazers might listen to Meet the Grams, but in general, nobody wants to listen to that. That is not fun to listen to, and it's not.
Yeah.
And the last verse, which is supposed to be the big reveal, is false, or is unconfirmed, at least at the best, right?
This is one of the things that I had the most problem with, really, with this whole thing, is because when they say it's culture versus vulture, I think they got a lot of culture vultures who are saying they're for the culture. And so I really kind of disagree with that. Like, not that that was the angle that was played, but I never really bought into that on that level. I don't like really either one of the artists. I mean, obviously I like Dot way more than Drake, because I don't like Drake at all. But I never really, I just don't know how one person became culture person. That was the angle, though. That's what he was going for. I never really bought that.
To, but the button pushers are not the culture. That's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Like, the people who are pressing the buttons and making this song go aren't the culture. They're not championing the culture. They're just pushing the biggest song.
So this is the question right here. Is Kendrick not the culture? I mean, this is the big thing, and this was like the battle for the soul of the culture or whatever. I said it earlier. I think Kendrick is a pop artist. We talked about this when we talked about these numbers. I don't think of him as the culture. That's not the culture I
don't think people
love
look
when
at
we talk about hip hop.
Kendrick music like he has tons of weight either. Personally, I don't know. I mean, maybe I know some people do. I know some people do.
You don't make music that's. I don't mean, like, what do you mean by hold weight? I don't think he makes
painful
music
right there. That's painful right there. I hope that's not true, man. I
But
hope that's not true, man.
I hate the word culture. Now, I mean, it's been overused.
Well, people overuse that for real. People overuse that for real.
Meaning, yeah, but I think this is the problem. I think this is the problem with this beef. It became they co-opted things that to use as a weapon, but now are being like solidified as with this new definition that I just don't agree with, right? You know what I mean? Like, so my thing is, I don't even use this word, culture, whatever. I love hip hop, okay, and it's a lot of things. It's a lot of different things. Hip hop is not all one thing.
When people say culture, they mean the same things either. Because like normally when I think of it, if I'm saying that, I'm saying like hip hop culture. Some people just mean like black culture at large, which is not the same as hip hop culture. Right. And so I know people like to conflate them and feel like, but this is why some people get upset, because like there's plenty of black people that don't like hip hop, that don't consider themselves part of the culture in that regard. They're weirdos. I don't like them, but I mean they exist. I think it's obviously hip hop is something that I care about a lot.
Yeah, and then even this, like, Leroy's talking about, Kendrick's from Compton. Have you ever been to Compton? But like even that, like whatever the culture is in that city is not the same as the culture in my city or that I grew up with. So I mean, it's a lot of different things, man. It's a lot of different things. And he effectively used it to try to point out how Drake is Canadian and not, and Drake is, whether he doesn't fit in black culture, doesn't fit in American culture, whatever, he makes him the other in the, beef.
Well,
but,
I mean, Drake is a
you know.
wave rider, but that's how he's been successful. I mean, when Kendrick wanted a hit, he went to Drake. You know, because Drake has successful at wave riding. He knows how to make hit songs. That's what he's done. That's what he's always aimed for. It's not something that I think is good. You know, I never liked that aspect. I don't think that's. I didn't like it when Jay-Z did it. But the same people who were saying that that Drake is not the culture, sit up here and praise Jigga like crazy, like this the greatest dude that ever touched the mic, and he did a bunch of wave riding. Drake's formula is a mixture of Jay-Z's formula. He took Jay-Z's things that he did successfully, jumping on waves when before they get big, at the right time, knowing when to jump on the wave and when to jump off the wave is exactly how you maintain relevance for a long time. You know, Drake got on songs with a bunch of rappers who were not big, who had a little buzz in a little area, a different city. That shit popped off when Drake was on it, and then Drake went somewhere else and then started singing Afro beats when that shit wasn't popping. And then that shit got big, and then he went and did some other stuff. And that's successful for making radio hits. That's not, you know, I think that's gross, but that is a success story. That's what Jigga did.
Yeah, I mean, so Leroy, is in the chat, he's saying Jay was rapping about hustling. I mean, and of course, the content of his rhymes was always about hustling, but it was always about getting money. But so you could say the same with. I mean, it's not obviously the same way, but with Drake, I mean, it's kind of the same topics. It's not like it's something deep or whatever. But I just think that this word culture, it makes it seem like everybody's got one thing. The music I listen to don't have to be, even though we both love hip hop, don't got to be the same. We all three love different things. You love the Griselda stuff, Baldy, and I love the blues of the world and stuff like that. These conscious rappers that people call boring, and B Dog might like the whatever Drakes of the world or whatever. But there's all kinds of it's like a Venn diagram. There's stuff that all of us love, there's stuff that only one of us love or whatever. But hip hop's not one thing. Like, there's all these different subgenres to it. And to just act like Kendrick represents the whole culture is not true. He's doesn't represent a lot of the things I love most about hip hop, because he don't be having bars. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's what I love most. And that's what Maul said in his thing, was he said that Family Matters had the most bars. Not Like Us has great catchy lines that are delivered super well. The A minor, the certified, PDF, those things hit. They're memorable. They're great quotable lines. But
and the beat's good.
And the beat's great. But that doesn't mean that when you look at the lyrics, and there's a lot of people who did this, lyric breakdown for Family Matters. B-Dog don't. Hey, it's the haters ball.
Is it frozen, or you just stuck on the hater face right now? I can't even tell.
He froze it on the hater face. It don't matter whether it's Peter frozen or not. That's his expression. It is getting late though, so we have to close it out here soon. But a lot of people, a lot of the Culture United type media, dudes went and did like a lyrical breakdown on Family Matters. And they, a lot of them only review like the first verse, or they would just like look at the first verse of Drake's song, and then complain about the rhyme scheme or about the stuff like that, and then they won't hold Kendrick to the same standards. I hate the double standard stuff, right? So when you look at Family Matters, he had a lot of great bars, right? To me. And any beef, when you look at history, any beef, really, a lot of them are coming down to the same things. They are attacking the people, someone's credibility, right? Attacking their credibility. That's a lot of even when you look at Ether or Takeover or something like that. Attack the rapper's credibility. They're not really who they say they are, and then make fun of any physical characteristics they can. Ether's all about how Jay-Z's ugly, right? You know, and then attacks on masculinity. You're not like just basic like whether in Ether it's all gay jokes or whether it's in Family Matters it's your girl's bigger than you or whatever stuff like that. It's all just basic attacks on like you not as manly or hard as you say you are. That's pretty much every beef record like that. You can sum it into those like three things, right? And I think Family Matters does that well. When you look at the some people say the short jokes are like immature, but to me they're perfectly fair game.
Of course,
like, yeah, like so, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that was a good way to look back at it, man. I think it was a cool, it was a great moment, man. It was a great moment. Great time in rap. I'm glad it's it's past now, but it was a great time at the time. Yeah,
like a lot of people quoting this, like people saying that song has no quotables. That's a super quotable line. And then the Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody gonna hand him a Grammy right now. Like that's quotable, super quotable line. Some people, the Kendrick fans, take it like, oh, like look, he did win Grammy, so like that's a win. But to me, I took that as like again an attack on credibility as well, because Grammys are not the culture. All these people call about the Grammys are not the culture. You're loved by
that's a bit that's a great point, man. People be like, oh look at the wins on look at the sales. I'm like, but who you think that's selling to? You think that's the culture?
Right.
Because the masses is not the culture. So
exactly.
It's just interesting.
So that is to me was never a win in any sense. But again, Family Matters has the most elementary bars ever song with Trash 8. And listen, everyone can have different opinions, but if you think those bars are elementary, then I don't know what do you think of Ether? Like, I mean, like I just really like I really don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Eminem
if those bars
murdered you on your own shit. You a dick riding F word. Like it's really not like Queens niggas run you because ask Russell Simmons. Like we're not talking about like crazy bars, but effective, So.
Yeah. And I feel like this beef has changed the standards that people are judging beef by. Like it was always just like if I say some stuff about you that make people laugh, then that's a win. Like if I got people laughing at you, that means I did it right. Like that's it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe people are too evolved now. So now it's got to be complex.
Nah, I think it's all about I think it's what you selling, man, and how you sell it, right? So if you selling, I'm deeper than you. I'm a deeper guy, and people buying it. That's what they're gonna buy, and that's what they're gonna go with. Like just like when like you ever talk to somebody about cars, man, and they'll swear like that they got like the car that they have is like some kind of way finer. Like a German car, they'll be like, "Oh, it's better engineered." But you just going to the grocery store, dude. Like you're not a race car driver, dog. Like what are you talking about, B? Like you drive up and down a basic ass street with some red lights. Yeah. Like any car does that well, but they'd be like, "Oh man, did you see this? Then did you?" It's like, okay, cool, dog. Like so, it's kind of the same thing. Like you talking about you. Yes, you made it happen this way. As if that way is some kind of way better way. And is it? I don't know. I mean, it's all about what matters to you, right? People that buy a Benz, they spend a lot more money on them, right? They got to get the oil changes cost $400 instead of $100. Like it, so it matters. It's different, but it does the same thing for you.
Yeah, agreed. And then this part, the Michael Jackson Prince scheme on Family Matters was great. Both rappers
they did that a couple times very well, yeah.
And that's another big thing about beef. How did I flip the line you used against me in the last one? Drake said compared himself to Mike first. Kendrick did it on like that, flipped it. I'm Prince, you Mike, or whatever. Then Drake does it again or what Kendrick does he says what does he say? Got Benjamins and Jacksons in my house like I'm Michael, like it's not like it's not a good bar. Like, you know, it's just like like I got Benjamins and Jacksons in my house. Like, oh, okay, like, you know, like I don't know. It's like, okay, that's not a diss. You just continue with the motif of being, you know, whatever. But that wasn't a diss. But on Family Matters, Drake does the best of those lines with the Michael Jackson principle.
I'm good on going back and forth about this, but I'm interested in some of these comments though, man.
Yeah.
Was he the last of the culture? I don't understand. That don't make no sense to me. Like, the culture is not no shit that's selling out arenas, man. Like, that's really not like I guess that's part of it, but that's not where the culture is. Is it? Is that what people doing on the? I mean, like, those arenas are filled with moms and teenage girls, and grown folks and old folks and kids that's going to their first concerts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that the last of the culture? I don't know. That's like that's when it's that big, it's everybody's involved. There is no, how is that the culture as opposed to, and that's what Drake is too. Like, it's the same, like the same people are going to these shows, I bet. Yeah, and when they go to the Dot show, they screaming A minor, then they go to the Drake show and sing One Dance or whatever. Like, I don't even I don't understand that. Well, Drake didn't start on an arena level.
Nobody starts on an arena level.
Successful. I just want to be successful. That was the first song I ever heard him on. I mean, I wasn't listening to his first stuff. That's what I heard Drake first. Sounded like a dude that was hungry and he wanted to be like Fontaine. Yeah, like the difference is content, dog. What is the content, dog? Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, look, we have a fight another time, bro.
Arenas.
But like I said,
we cry together. Like, what are we doing?
He's performing not like us. He at the Super Bowl again. You talk about at the Super Bowl. He performed all his pop songs. He didn't even not like us. He performed the part about Atlanta that people say is about
he's
the culture.
Performing Luther.
He performed
a song with a girl singing the same as the songs that Drake make. That's a Drake song. Luther is a song just like Drake songs. It's a song with a chick about being with chicks.
Did Kendrick perform Black in the Berry? Did Kendrick perform Black in the Berry?
Is he performing at every show? Like, come on,
I gotta look at this playlist. Ain't no way he performing that shit.
Then maybe he is, dog. Maybe he is. Maybe he does a blacker, a couple hits of his more hardcore black stuff. Drake can't do that. You're right. He's not that. He's a white dude. I don't, or he's a mixed guy.
Yeah.
I don't care because I don't like either. I don't want to hear Black in the Berry, and I don't want to hear Drake music. So I don't like getting in the middle, or even it's annoying to me because then people act like I gotta pick a side. Like, I care about Drake. I don't like Drake, but
you don't even perform that shit.
Like, I don't think that's what Kendrick performing at them big arenas, but maybe he is, man. What is the revolutionary spirit, dog? He signed to a record label just like Drake. Like, I don't get it, dog. What is the revolutionary spirit on GNX?
Yeah, this would be a whole nother episode, but we kind of talked about this before, you know, with like this idea that Kendrick is a political revolutionary. It is one that is a powerful idea. He's
not Ice Cube.
I don't know. Exactly, but he doesn't have an American both. He doesn't have a black on both sides. It's not like that. Like, his albums are not.
Look,
like,
I mean, look, man. If you want to say "To Pimp a Butterfly" is that's fine. Is that what he's performing? Is that why you think he's selling out arenas right now?
It's not. I'm
just confused if that's the reason. If that's the reason, then that's fine. But I thought the reason it was because of his hit songs with SZA. That's the number one song in America for like 11 weeks straight. Where it's like a love song.
Yeah. See, Kendrick is a social construct. He all narrative, no substance. Yeah, I do think
that's
he
not
has
true. That's not true. He has substance. It's just not on the level that they say. It's not every song like every one of his hits is about black empowerment. That's not true. His biggest songs is about shitting on Drake. And singing with women or singing with Drake.
So I love Section 80.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Like, right. Yeah. Listen. Okay. So I love Section 80, and I think that's his most political album of them all.
Dog, Section 80 is not selling out arenas, dog.
I know exactly.
The dude don't even count it as an album. He had the pop out, didn't do one song from Section 80. What are we serious?
Right. He didn't do one song from Section 80. In fact, he did a Good Kid, Mad City song and said, "Hey, for all those that have been with me since the beginning, this is for you." Like Section 80 doesn't exist. My point is that I love Section 80 and I love Good Kid, Mad City. So yes, those albums had content that is great. That's a long time ago at this point. It's a GNX, okay? And my thing is with all those albums, and we could do this all. I could do a whole other episode on Kendrick's albums and his music, but we already late. But to say this to Kendrick, to Leroy, before we go, is I think he gives the outward appearance. It's like outwardly revolutionary, but he never goes that deep in.
How are you? How are you outwardly revolutionary, dog? You do ads for big white people companies, just like every other rapper. What are we talking about? This dude is a Chanel sunglasses model.
What I mean is just music. I don't even care about the other ads. I'm just talking about in the music itself. Okay, because I know we could go about this all day, but just the music itself. When I listen to, let's pick a song. You said Black in the Berry, or if you pick like Backseat Freestyle, you'd be like, Martin had a dream, but like none of the rest of the song is like about Martin's dream or something like that. It's just like, all my life I want money and power, like it's like, why are you bringing up Martin Luther King in this moment? It's just, to me, gives the image of like, I'm about Martin's dream, but like the song's not about that. And then I think he does this a lot in a lot of his music. My point. It's not, you compare Kendrick's lyrics to Dead President's lyrics, or to even Public Enemy or Mos Def. I don't think he has the same amount of substance. That's my point.
Well, so I don't think I don't think he's claiming that either, man. I just don't understand. When Jay toured off pop music, no. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. You remember where he came from, but his fans didn't. Only people in that arena was there to sing "Can't Stand the Treated." Tricks or whatever. That stupid shit. They wasn't there to sing no damn Dead Presidents. Right. Like, what are we talking about, man? There was 10 dudes in the arena talking about, oh, is Jay gonna do Dead Presidents for me? Everybody else was in there talking about what? Who? Like, I don't understand this, Leroy. You are a Jigga fan. Are you really that? You really forgot? Like, what?
We gotta have Leroy. You just gotta come on the show next time, because we can debate this. I love to debate with the Kendrick. We never have a Kendrick fan on the show.
That don't make sense.
And I would love to have instead of just talking to chat, to have because I'm very critical of Kendrick on here, and we never really have a Kendrick fan to talk to. So we gotta set that up. Leroy, hit us up. We could continue this conversation for sure. Yeah, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Let us know in the comments, man. Y'all think Kendrick is a revolutionary? Y'all think that his music has the depth of revolutionary, of Ice Cube or Mos Def or something like that? Or do y'all feel like it is a lesser version, watered out version? So
a revolutionary shilling Gatorade, dog. Come on, man. Get me off of here.
All right. B-Dog, what we got? You got any thoughts before we go?
Nah, man. Hey, let's get some good music this year. It's lacking. I need something.
We didn't even get to those topics. We was gonna talk about different songs, man. But yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
All right. Catch y'all next week, man. Peace.